Hello and welcome to SaltWire today for Thursday, December 8th. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Former MP Peter Stauffer joined veterans advocates for a rain-soaked rally in Dartmouth today. The gathering was sparked by anger over recent interactions with Veterans Affairs Canada. It's alleged an official with the agency suggested a veteran seek medical assistance in dying during a conversation about getting equipment support.
Which basically means that if you're having difficulties and you really don't know what to do, we can offer assisted death if that's what you wish to have. And when a Paralympian was offered that service not once but twice, there is no question in my mind that this government has completely failed our military and RCMP veterans.
Longtime veterans advocate Dennis Manouche says the maid offer controversy revealed the incompetence clients face when dealing with Veterans Affairs Canada.
Your role as a member of the Veterans Affairs Canada staff is to deliver benefits and services asked for by the veteran or offered to the veteran in the most efficient manner possible. And quite frankly, you all suck at it.
Yeah!
Veterans Affairs Canada held a news conference this afternoon to respond to the complaints. Patients and staff at the Victoria General Hospital in Halifax were on lockdown this morning. Halifax Regional Police say it's investigating a report of threats being made in relation to the VG site. A wet morning for those waiting in the rain. No one was allowed in or out for around 2 hours. Staff who work in the hospital told SaltWire they were under Code Black, a bomb threat. Nova Scotia Health confirmed things returned to normal after threats were cleared late this morning. Access to the VG site in Halifax was restricted while police looked into the report, but regular access has since resumed. HRP did not provide any other information in regard to the threat. Nova Scotia is reporting 509 new cases of COVID-19. In today's COVID-19 dashboard update, there were also 32 new hospital admissions for the 7-day period ending December 5th. While there were no new deaths during this time period, there are 13 new deaths being reported from the previous periods. As of December 6th, there were 28 people in hospital and 5 in the ICU. A new orange crosswalk has been painted on the grounds of Plymouth Elementary School in Yarmouth. It was part of a Truth and Reconciliation Every Child Matters event held at the school this week. Members of the Acadia First Nation were on site for the ribbon cutting of the newly painted crosswalk. SaltWire's Tina Camo has the details.
A special event was recently held at Plymouth Elementary School in Yarmouth County. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held for an Every Child Matters crosswalk that has been added on the school's property, in memory and honor of all of the children who were forced through the residential school system, as well as their families and others impacted by this dark part of Canada's history. Following the ribbon cutting, students from every grade level then gave special presentations inside the gymnasium on the theme of truth and reconciliation and Every Child Matters. Members of the Acadia First Nation were special invited guests of the elementary school. As the children gave their performances, Acadia Band Chief Deborah Robinson could be seen at one point whispering, "It's all so beautiful." She also thanked the school and the students for their efforts and their thoughtfulness.
To the students, the teachers, the support staff, I can't say enough of the important work that you are doing to show the youth, yes, that every child does matter. When I got here and I saw the actual sidewalk and the beautiful, drawings of the feathers and the orange and everything, I thought, this is amazing. So proud, so proud. I almost think of reconciliation like reconciliation. This is an example of reconciliation. Thank you, Plymouth. This is amazing. This is amazing.
This is Tina Camo, reporting for SaltWire Network in Plymouth, Yarmouth County.
It's time now for a glimpse of today's Thinking Out Loud with Sheldon McLeod. Today, Sheldon is speaking with Bruce McDonald with Imagine Canada. Inflation is increasing demands on charitable services. At the same time, fewer people are donating.
Are some charities doing better than others in this whole scenario?
Well, I don't know if I would use the term better. Are there some who are likely more visible and are therefore starting to receive additional resources? And food banks are a great example. I think there has been this demonstrated need, and we live in a pretty generous nation. Canadians respond, corporations, individuals, foundations, and even the government. And so what we are seeing is that in certain areas where there's a bit more visibility or attention to those causes, they are attracting some resources. That doesn't mean, though, that the attraction of those new resources will allow them to keep pace with that demand. But it also means that there's other causes who aren't faring as well because they're not quite as visible as some. So it's a tough time across the board, I have to say.
And for Sheldon's full conversation, head to the opinion section of SaltWire.com. Time now for the Atlantic Sports Wire, presented by Scott Squires.
Here's part 2 of my conversation with Nova Scotian soccer player Lockie Sylvester from Hackett's Cove. Tell me about your soccer life now. What about high school soccer or club soccer? What are you involved with there?
So I play high school for Bayview, and we came second in the Metro League, and then we traveled up to Cape Breton, won that game, and then we came 4th in provincials. And then I played for Suburban. We won the league last year, and then we came second in the cup, which didn't take us to nationals, but we're training now, trying to get to nationals next year.
And if you had one piece of advice for a young soccer player that's 5 or 6 years old like you were when you started out, what would one big piece of advice that you would give to them to help learn the game and to keep growing their skill level?
Do what you can outside of practice. So if it's kicking a ball around in the basement or watching games in TV of professionals, because that's how you really get to understand the game. And then soccer is mostly just technical. So you got to work on the little basics, just kicking the ball around against the wall, juggling the ball, the extra things that make you better.
In Halifax, I'm Scott Squires for the Atlantic Sports Wire.
Thank you, Scott. On to weather now. To see what's coming up in the forecast, we're going to check in now with our weather specialist, Alistair Alders.
Thanks, Kate. Well, as you can tell, it was a very soggy day here in Halifax, and as this frontal boundary stalls and then retrogrades, it means the weather is in no rush to clear. So the rain will continue tonight, periods of rain. We'll see the temperature tumble back a bit. We'll be near 6 degrees, and we start the day near 4 degrees on Friday morning with periods of rain continuing. Now, as the day progresses, the rain will start to gradually ease off to more scattered showers or drizzle and then fully clear as we go into Friday night. The temperature high will be near 7 degrees on Friday, but winds will still continue to gust 30 up to 50 kilometers per hour tonight and tomorrow, and winds will become more northerly, which is why temperatures are starting to fall back a bit, and it will be responsible for a cool down this weekend. The onshore northerly flow will bring a continued chance of showers and then over to flurries Friday night into Saturday. The best shot at some sunshine will be on Sunday, but temperatures not likely to get above the freezing mark. Kate.
Thank you, Alistair. That's all for now. For more extended video and full online articles, stay tuned to SaltWire.com. And you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at SaltWire Today. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.